What if I told you that the reason you can't stay consistent has almost nothing to do with motivation or willpower? Think about it. How many times have you promised yourself, this time I'm going to stick with it, only to fall off a few days later? You start strong, then suddenly you are back at square one. So, why does this keep happening? It's not about you don't want it enough. The real reason you can't stay consistent is something deeper. And once you understand it, consistency stops being this uphill battle and starts to feel natural. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what has been blocking you and how to break free. The first hidden trap is identity conflict. Let me explain. If you want to start yoga practice every morning, but deep down you still identify as someone who isn't a morning person or never sticks with routines, your mind will sabotage you. Why? Because your subconscious wants to protect your current identity, even if that identity is keeping you stuck. Real consistency starts when you shift from I'm trying to be consistent to this is who I am. That tiny shift in self image changes everything. But even if you align identity, there is another roadblock. You are chasing identity instead of sustainability. You decide to meditate for an hour, run 5 kilometers, or change your diet overnight. It feels good on day one, maybe day two, but your nervous system hates massive change. The bigger the leap, the faster the crash. True consistency comes from micro habits. Small steps help you build consistency. Now, let's look into the deeper layer most people miss, your emotional relationship with consistency. Because consistency isn't just about what you do, it's about how you feel about what you do. If your new habit feels like punishment, you will subconsciously resist it. Think about it. How many times have you said, I have to work out, versus I'm taking care of my body so I can enjoy the best fitness? Same activity, totally different energy. That emotional framing decides whether your habit drain you or sustain you. Namaste, I'm Dr. Pooja Patel and welcome to Tatva Within. I'm a holistic life coach and author. Here I talk about holistic self mastery. For more details on one-to-one coaching courses and free resources, check the description below. And here is the trick your mind loves to play. You miss one day and suddenly it feels like the whole thing is ruined and your brain tells you, I already messed up, so there is no point. That one thought makes it easy to quit entirely. That one thought is what makes a small sleep turn into weeks of giving up. But let me tell you that missing once doesn't erase progress. It's a part of the process. The people you look at and call disciplined aren't perfect. They just don't let a sleep turn into a spiral. They have trained themselves to say, okay, I missed. I am back on track now. That's the mental muscle that keeps consistency alive. And your environment is silently shaping your consistency every day. You may think it's about discipline, but if your environment is full of friction, junk food in the kitchen, phone by the bed, distractions on your desk, spending time with people who don't align with your goals, you are making it 10 times harder for yourself. Remove friction, add cues, make the desired habit obvious. Consistency becomes much easier when your environment works for you, not against you. So let's pull this together. If you have been struggling with consistency, it's not because you are lazy, it's because you are trying to act out of alignment with your identity. You are chasing intensity instead of sustainability. You are framing your habits with resistance instead of empowerment, and you are relying on willpower instead of designing your environment. Now, here is the shift. Stop asking, how do I force myself to stay consistent? Start asking, how do I make consistency natural? Because when your identity matches your actions, when your habits are small and joyful, when your environment supports you, consistency stops being this exhausting push. It becomes who you are. And that's why the key takeaway I want you to leave with today, consistency is not about driving harder, it's about aligning smarter. If you build from identity, micro habits, emotional alignment, and an environment that supports you, you won't have to fight to stay consistent. You will simply live consistent.